Hi, this is Kevin. Welcome to part 4 of my tutorial for the Severance Chapter 11 coding assignments. Severance Chapter 11 is about regular expressions. And in part 3, we have created this My Password module. Okay. And in part 4 here, we're going to use it. Okay. So we're going to create a program that prompts the user for a new password, and the user is going to enter that at the console, and we're going to validate it. Okay, so let's create that program. So it's going to be a new Python file, and we're going to call this one select new password. Select new password. Okay. And I'm going to bring over my my doc string so you can see it. Okay. Validate a new password choice using my password module. Okay. All right. And if we're going to use my password module, we're going to have an import for it. Okay. So we're just going to say from my password module, import validate password. It's that easy. Okay, and then we want to skip to. Okay, and we're going to have a main. Here's our main. Okay, and then down at the bottom, we're going to have a call to main. And you know, in the last program that we just did, the one where we put the code in for my password module, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. So we got this, and then we've got the call to main down here. And what I was saying was, in this previous version, I finally used this conditional at the bottom uh, uh, for main. Okay, if a dunder name equal dunder main. Okay, and in my way of designing programs, okay, we don't typically include a code that we don't have use for, right? So most of the programs that we've been writing, we don't intend to import them, right? Okay, we just intend to run them. So in most of the programs that I've had you do, I just have a call to main. Okay, I don't test if we've imported this as a module because we've no intention of importing this as a module. Okay, so what I'm teaching you to do is to put this check on these things that we are actually going to import. Okay, now is it wrong to use this all the time? You'll see a whole lot of Python code where people are using this all the time. I don't think it's wrong. Okay, I just want to make sure that students know what the use case for it is. Okay, so I'm probably I'm probably in the minority. You'll see a lot of Python books where they have this on every program. Okay, and again, is it wrong? Well, it's a little wrong-headed, but it works just fine. Okay, So here in our course, we're just going to have the call to main. All right, so what are we going to do in this program? Well, let's see what we've done. We've imported a validate password. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to prompt the user, please enter a candidate password. So this isn't a particularly usable version. We're only going to prompt them one time. Okay, I'm going to have you do a more usable version when you do your exercise. Okay, so we're just going to prompt them once. Okay, and then we're going to call validate password with the string that's the password candidate. We're going to get back a list of error messages. Okay. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test it. Okay. So in this case, I've decided to not use error messages in a Boolean sense. I could have. Okay. I could have said, instead of saying if len error messages, I'm saying if len error messages equals 0, I could have said if not error messages. Okay, because that's a way to check for an empty list using its Boolean sense. Okay, so if it's empty, we're going to say your new password has been accepted. Else, we're going to say this was not an acceptable choice. Please correct the following problems. And then we're going to iterate over the messages and error messages. And we're going to indent the messages because we think that looks good. All right. Let's do some testing. Okay. We need 2 blank lines in between those two. Okay. So we're just going to test this by inspection, right? Right here. Okay, so please enter a candidate password. Let's look. Let's try a valid one. Okay, so 1 alphabetic upper, 1 alphabetic lower, 1 special character. So that's 3. Let's just say 4, 5, 6. Your new password has been accepted. Okay, so we met all the criteria. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, now let's have a missing uppercase alphabetic. So let's have 2 lowercase a's, 2 lowercase b's, and an ampersand and an asterisk. Okay, so let's enter that. And it says the password must include at least 1 uppercase letter A to Z. Okay, well, that got caught. Let's try again. Let's do all upper alphabetics and a couple of special characters. And it says we need a lowercase. Well, that's fine. Let's put in one without special characters. Okay, so uppercase, lowercase alphabetic. Okay, and it says it must include special characters. Okay, that's good. We're not allowed to use Open Sesame in any case, so let's run this again. And let's do, hi mom, open sesame. $1.99. And it may not contain the word open sesame in any case, so it caught that. And the other thing we want to catch is what if we, oh, that's interesting. It caught the special character as well. And let's try to get a whole lot of them. Let's just let's do this. Let's do an underscore, and I think we're going to trigger them all. So it must be 6 long. Oh, well, yeah, we're not going to trigger open sesame because that's another kind of test. But it picked up it was too short, no upper alphabetic, no lower alphabetic, no special character. So that seems to be working fine. Okay. So I'm going to turn you loose to do yours. Okay. Yours is a little more complex because it's more usable. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But and it has a couple of more rules. But we took care of that when we did the last exercise, I guess. So I think you should be in good shape. I'm just going to say bye until next time. Bye bye.